Hello everyone and welcome back to my tutorial, and today we will gonna talk about the adaptive families. But wait, adaptive families we will do on the practice, so we will create the panels. As you can see, I have here the 5 different panels. All these panels you can download it below this video for free, so just go there, download this and use it whenever you want. But if you want create this panel so without any problem by yourself, so let's go to watch and I will show you how you can do that. So, and as always, what I will do the first thing I will create of course the new family. Let's go to the file and let's create the new family. By the way, if you want to know more about the adaptive families, I highly recommend you watch my previous videos about the adaptive families, because now we are continuing to learn how we can use the adaptive families, and as you can see already we using it already on the panels. So it's taking time to open my file, just give me a second. Okay, so after that, let's go to the new, here find the families, and let's find metric generic pattern based. So you will find it here, metric generic model pattern based. Let's open up it. As you can see, it's here, the new one is here. Let's say I'll change my views. You can change it by here, the title or the top views. So my top views is here and it will be last one, so like this. You can see here the network, and this is our network, and 4 adaptive points. So this is adaptive points, it's static, so you cannot change the location of the adaptive points. So I mean, it's always will be on your network, as you can see. So I cannot move it on the left, on the right. I can change on the position of the YZ. So let's leave it on the back side. I mean, let's use the Ctrl Z. Okay, so we will do that. If you want to change your network, just select this network and you can choose the other one, rectangular, octagon, hexagon, arrows, whenever you want. So I will use for this tutorial rectangular one, so this is more than enough. Okay, I think enough to talking, and let's create something interesting. As you already know, I should create some points. So not adaptive points, but I should create the reference points. Go to the reference points here, find here the reference, click on that, and after that find here the point element, click on that too. And after that locate your point, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point on that side, just 2 points on each line, do like that. Okay, fine, everything alright. Okay, so let's do the next thing. Select one of these dots, and let's, for example, change position to 0.5, let's say. So okay, so our beginning is from this side. I will check one more time, 1.0.4. Oh no, our beginning this 0. So let's change beginning to the end. Okay, and let's try 0.4 one more time. Okay, that's right. This is what I want. And let's make 0.2, and it will be on this side. Okay, so now I want this dot will go on this side. So it will work like this. This dot will go that side. That dot will go on this side, and the same thing here. That side and that side. Okay, so I think you understand the point. So let's do the same thing here. Let's try it, 0.4. Okay, this is correct, 0.2, and we will leave as it is. This one, I think we will try. Okay, I can see it's already 0.7. Let's change it to the end, and let's make it 0.2. Okay, and just on and on. Let's check this one. Okay, this is as it is. What about that one? Okay, this we should change first to the end, and after that we will change to the 0.2. Okay, so the same thing here. Here everything alright, 0.2, and let's do the same thing here, 0. Okay, and 0.2. Say okay. What about this one? Only 0.2. Why I did that? Because when we will create the parameter, it will go on this different side. So we'll create some parameter, not here. Let's select this dot and let's create the parameter for this dot, and we will call it start, just like this, start, and let's make it instance. Let's make it instance. Let's say okay, so this point start. It will be all beginning one. So let's check it out. Okay, this is end, this beginning one, right? This is end. So each second one, this is beginning, this is beginning. So this will be parameter the start. And this parameter will be end, as you already understand. So let's create end. Also instance parameter. Let's say okay, and this one end, this one end. Let's create the end. I hope it's end. Let's check it out. Okay, this is, let's check it. This is end, this is end, this is beginning, start. Okay, I will check one more time, guys, because if we will do it's not correct, it will be work not like we want. So this is correct. So what about that one? End, and what about that one? Beginning, start. Okay, so everything correct. Let's check it out by family type. So we will say here 0.4. Let's try it. And yeah, you can see all the 0.4. And let's say this will be 0.42. Let's say okay. Okay, it's working pretty well. So let's say okay. What we're gonna do now? Now we will do the one nice thing. So let's do the reference and find here the line. Just make sure your line have 3D snapping. Let's select, let's switch on it, and let's connect from this line to that line, from this line to that line, and just on and on, like this and like this, from the right side to the left side. Okay, why we did that? I will do the one more parameter. Let's create the new parameter. What is that parameter? This parameter is number. Okay, this number and common. Let's create the number parameter, type and number. We will call it the distance. Let's say it will be distance and also instance. Don't forget about that. Okay, this distance will be a main parameter for all of them. It will be like this. Okay, so if distance will be like 0.2, all this guy will be 0.2, as you can see. Cool, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do now? Now we should create few more points. Let's create the few more points. Actually, I need the midpoint on that side. That's it. But how we can create it? We can do again reference and find here the point element and just locate it on the middle of this line. And the same thing here, same thing here, and the same thing also here. This will be static. We not will change the position. It will be always on the middle. So we will select all of them and just go here, and we will change when selected, I mean show reference planes to the always, and unswitch off show normal reference. And you will get something like that. So this is not finished. We will go again to the reference and we will find again here the point element. But on right now we will use the set work plane. So I want to set my work plane where I will locate my dot. So let's set work plane, and you should do it for the each of this dot. Just by tab key, select this plane, I mean the X location plane of that one, and locate your point exactly on the point. You will get this error message. Say OK. And do the same thing again. Set the work plane, set this work plane, and locate on the middle. And two more times. Here, here, OK. Let's do one more time. Here, here. Okay, so everything perfect. So what we're gonna do now? Now we will select all these dots. Just be careful. All these dots you should select like this, and like this. And say, so the one point it's wrong. I think this one, because yeah, I don't have here the points. But no, I have, but it's something wrong here. So let's delete it. And let's create one more point again. So you can see also I can do some wrong thing. So select point, set, and again let's set this plane and let's set that point. Okay, so all dots, as you can see now, big one, and let's select all these dots. Just be careful by tab key. 1. It's taking the time, of course. 2, 3. Just hold Ctrl when you want to select one more. So 4 dots, as you can see, 4 dots here. You can do it one by one, by the way, but if you want, you can do like I did. And here the main parameter offset. Let's say offset will be 500 millimeter. Okay, perfect. All the points going to the up, as you can see. And let's create this parametrical parameter, this small button on the right side. Just click on that and you will see here no parameter. Let's create the new parameter and we will call like h. So this will be h, so they mean height. Let's say instance, let's say okay and okay again. So we can now manipulate with this parameter, right? So perfect. So what we're gonna do now? Now we will create some geometry. So how it will looks like? Actually, we will connect all these dots right now, and after that we will connect these panels. So let's do that. Okay, we did all these points, but why we should have that and what we can do? Let's create some simple geometry to understand how it's working. Go to the reference, find here the line, and don't forget about 3D snapping. And let's snap one point, the second point, third point and the last point here. Let's select this, the base point and 2 of that, and let's create geometry, create form. Let's choose this one without thickness. As you can see, we get some geometry here. Let's continue with all this side. So I will do one more time. Just look, 1 point, second point, third point, the last point. I will continue to create 1 point, third point, the second, the last, and one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's create the some plane. So I'm using the second type of the geometry, plane 1, and last one here. Okay, so how it will be work? Now you will understand because I will change the data here. Let's say 0.5. Let's say apply. Let's say OK. As you can see, it's closed. 0.4. 0.4. Apply. It's opening. 0.2. It's opening more. And 0.1. It's totally opening. Of course, if you will do the 0, we will get result like this. But we will get the problem if we will say more than 0.5. So don't forget about that. If you will get 0.6, you will get here the intersection. I know one of that, so we will stop on the 0.5. So when you will get the 0.5, your panels will close. This is pretty cool because you can use it with the parametric thing. So let's do the 0.3 like this. And let's say OK. And to create it's really cool, let's do the panel here. So when, for example, your panel opening like that, your glass will have also the small size. When you will open your panel more, your glass will have also the bigger size, as you will see. So like this. So let's create that. This will be interesting. And to make it more interesting, let's create some few more geometry. So go to the reference, find here again line, and don't forget about 3D snapping, and do the same thing but with the bottom side, like this. Let's just continue to create it, like here, here, and here. Let's do the same side on the side. Connect, don't forget, connect to the point by point. And the last thing I should create here. Here, here, say OK, and one more here. Okay, let's create here some geometry. Let's create geometry, the plane 1, the same here. Create geometry, plane. Let's do the same thing on that side too. Geometry, plane. And on the last ones also create plane 1. Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do next? Next, if we will change some parameters, let's say change some parameters, let's say 0.4, let's say, you will see the bottom side also following up our geometry. This is pretty cool, right? So as you can see on the old direction, it's working like this. Also, you can close, of course, you can close it. You can create some geometry on between that all the side, but it's already up to you, yeah. But if you are interested in how to do that, you can just go to the reference and create here the one line, here the second line, and go to the dot again and to that one again. And if you will select all these lines, you can create again plane geometry. So as you can see, this is plane geometry right now, but it's only up to you guys. So if you want to spend time, create it. But on this moment, you get already a workable panel which you can use in your own project. So I not finished yet, but I will use it already on my project. Let's try it together. So I not will finish, but if you want, you can finish it. Let's create the new project. So we will go to the new and find here conceptual mass. Of course, you can create the project and work in project, but I prefer use the conceptual mass. Okay, so here is my conceptual mass, and I will create some, of course, conceptual mass. Let's create some line like this, and I will extrude it. I will select that, and I will divide by surface. I will change the fixed number to the fixed distance, both of them, and I will say 3000 millimeters. 3000 millimeters and 3000 millimeters too. So 3 meter by 3 meter, as I said. Let's bit extend it. Let's bit extend it like this, and let's load our family inside to the project. Let's load it inside. And now you can change this panel if you will open up that to our new panel. So let's find it. So this is family 1. Let's change it. As you can see, here is our panel. And this panel is really workable. You can select one of them. Here the distance 0.4. You can change, for example, to 0.1. And as you can see, it's opening. If you're interested in how you can use Dynamo for that, don't forget share this video, don't forget comment this video and say I want to see how we can manipulate with these panels with Dynamo. And if I will get enough the comments about that, of course I will do it as soon as possible, and you will understand how you can manipulate with all these parameters. Okay guys, that's it for this tutorial. I think now you are interested about the adaptive family, because now you understand why and for what we can use this adaptive family to get some interesting result, of course. And see you next time. If you wanna get more content from me, you can go to my channel and find here community. Under community you will find some short videos and some tips, daily tips for the Revit, which I posted approximately each the second day. So you will find here the small tips which will help you to understand how it's working with Revit better. So don't forget to check my community to get a few more tips. Also, I recommend you go to my GAM road. So all the links you will find below this video. You will find here some models which you can buy, or you can download it free. Some models you will find it under all the things. For example, you can find even this adaptive points or some Dynamo walkway. So don't be shy and go to my GAM road, and don't forget about the YouTube community.